Hello, fifth standard students. How are you all? So, now, without wasting our time, we are going to start our next session of mathematics, topic number 4, parts and wholes. Now look at here. We will read our question number 1. An old woman's will. Once there lived an old woman. She lived with her 3 daughters. She was quite rich and had 19 camels. One day she fell ill. The daughters called the doctor. The doctor tried his best but could not save the woman. After her death, the daughters read what she had written in her will. My eldest daughter will get half of my camel. My second daughter will get 1/4 of my camels. My third daughter will get 1/5 of my camels. The daughters were really puzzled. How can I get half of the 19 camels? Asked the eldest daughter. Half of 19 is a 9.5, but we cannot cut the camel. The second daughter said, that is right. But how will we do now? Asked the third daughter. Just then they saw their aunt coming. The daughters told her their problem. Show me the will. I have an idea. You take my camel. So you have 20 camels. Now can you divide them as your mother wanted? The aunt said, you want half of the camels, don't you? Take 10 camels, she said to the eldest daughter. Now look at here, you can see that there is a one camel which is of their aunt, and you can see there are the 3 girls of that old woman. Take your share, the aunt told the second daughter. She took 1/4 of the camels and got dash camels. Dear students, here we have to find out the correct answer which we will find afterwards. Now we will read the next story. You can take 1/5 of the camels, the aunt told the third daughter, and she caught dash camels. Here also we have to find out the answer. The daughters very happy and counted their camels. 10 plus dash is equal to 19. The one remaining is mine, said the aunt and took her camel away. In this picture you can see that the aunt is taking her camel. How did this happen? Total numbers of camels is 20. Numbers of camels given to first daughter is equal to 20 divided by 2, that is 10. Thus, the first daughter got 10 camels in her share. Number of camels given to second daughter is equal to 20 divided by 4, that is 5. The second daughter got 5 camels in her share. And the number of camels given to the third daughter, that is 20 divided by 5, that is 4. The third daughter got 4 camels in her share. So 10 plus 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. Listen carefully, dear students. The first daughter get half parts of the camel, but their mother had only 19 camels. When their aunt gave 1 camel and makes 20, which is a round figure, then it gets very easy to find out how many numbers of camels they can get. So for the first daughter get half of total number of camels. So half of 20 is 10. Thus first daughter got 10 camels in her share. The second daughter gets 1/4 part of the camels. So we will divide 20 by 4. Thus the second daughter got 5 camels in her share. And the third daughter will get the 1/5 part of the total numbers of camels. So here we will divide 20 by 5 and we get the answer 4. Thus the third daughter got 4 camels in her share. So the total number of 19, how we can fulfill this 19 total? First daughter got 10 camels, second daughter got 5 camels and the third daughter got 4 camels. So 10 plus 5 plus 4 is equal to 19. As like this way, 19 camels are divided into 3 daughters and their aunt gave her own camel again. When the daughters counted their camels, they found that there were in total 19 camels to be divided among them in total. The division of 19 camels among 3 daughters in the given fraction was possible only when aunt included her camel. Now look at here, there is one more activity. Arun's timetable. Now look at here in this picture you can see that her mother is always thinking about her son. That Arun sleeps at 10 p.m. and wakes up at 6 p.m. He plays from 7 to 8 a.m. and again from 4 to 6 p.m. Now in this picture you can see that there is a one rectangle and rectangle is divided into 24 small rectangles. Dear students, the one day having 24 hours. So here one rectangle is divided into 24 small rectangles. Now we will see what is the actual daily timetables of Arun. Sleeping 1/3 of a day. Now use different colors to show. Playing 1/8 of the day. Studying 1/4 of a day. How many hours does Arun take for sleeping, studying and playing? That we have to count out. And what part of the day does he use for other activities? So now we will look here how we can solve this. Look at here. This rectangle is divided into 24 small rectangles and in the answer we can see that some rectangles are colored by using different colors. Total numbers of hours in one day is 24 and Arun sleeps 1/3 of a day. So here we will divide 24 by 3. So the numbers of hours that Arun sleeps is equal to 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8. Thus, Arun sleeps for 8 hours in a day. Arun plays 4 at nearby 1/8 of a day. So here we will divide 24 by 8. So the numbers of hours Arun takes to play is equal to 24 divided by 8 is equal to 3. So Arun studies 1/4 of a day. Numbers of hours Arun takes to study. Now here we will divide 24 by 4 because Arun studies 1/4 of a day. So 24 divided by 4 is equal to 6. Now look at here in this picture. Now Arun is thinking that one day is a 24 hours. Then how will I find out 1/3 of a day? Already in the last presentation or in the last on the last page here we studied that how we can find out the 1/3. So to find out the 1/3 of a day we have to divide total numbers of hours is divided by 3. If we find out the 1/8 part of a day, so here we have to divide the total numbers of hours is divided by 8. And if we want to find out the 1/4 of a day, so here we have to divide 24 hours divided by 5. So here we will get the answers how we can find out the total numbers of hours which is used by Arun for sleeping, for playing and for studying. The total numbers of hours spent in studying, playing and sleeping is equal to 6 plus 3 plus 8 is equal to 17. So the number of hours left over other activities is equal to 24 minus 17 is equal to 7. So part of the day used for other activities is 7 upon 24. Thus Arun uses 7/24 of the day for other activities. Student, do you get how we can read this 7 upon 24? 7/24 of the day. As like this, we can read this number. Now, there is one more question related to new activity. A school has decided to bring out a magazine every quarter of the year. Quarter, that means here we have to make 4 parts. How many magazines will they have in a year? If they want to print it, at the end of each quarter of a year, which are the months for printing? Mark the number for those months. Now look at here, in this picture we can see that there are the 12 rectangles which indicate 12 months of the year. Dear students, do you know English months? That is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So we know that one year contains 12 months. So quarter of an year is 3 months. The number of quarters in 1 year. So if we want to find out the quarters, we have to divide that number by 3. So 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So to find out the number of quarters, how many quarters are in 1 year? There are 4 quarters in 1 year. A school brings one magazine every quarter of the year. Numbers of magazines brought by school in 1 year. So 1 into 4 is equal to 4. As the magazines are printed at the end of each quarter of the year, March, June, September and December will be the months for printing. The given months are marked on the street ads. Look at here carefully how we can mark those months. So in the month of March, June, September and December, we will get our magazines. Sleeping Beauty. Have you heard of Kumbhakarna, the brother of Ravana? He is famous for sleeping for half a year. Most people sleep about 8 hours a day. Then what part of a day is it? So what part of a year do they sleep? A person 60 years old must have slept how many years? Now look at here carefully. Total numbers of hours in one day is 24. Numbers of hours people slept is 8. Part of the day people slept, so 8 upon 24, 8 ones are 8 and 8 threes are 24. So here we can write 1/3 part. So it is a 1/3 part of a day. Number of days in one ordinary year is 365. Numbers of hours in one day is 24. Numbers of hours in 365 days. So here we have to do multiplication. So 365 into 24 is equal to 8760. Number of hours that people slept in a one day is 8. So the numbers of hours that people slept in 365 days. So 365 into 8 is equal to 2920. So with the help of these numbers, we can find out the part of the year that people slept, and that is 2920 upon 8760. And the short form verb is 1 upon 3. So people slept 1/3 of the year. A man sleeps 1/3 part of an year. So the numbers of years a man of 60 years slept, here we have to find out the 1/3 of his lifetime. So 60 divided by 3 is equal to 20. So here we can say that thus a man of 60 years must have slept 20 years. Dear students, as like that, you also can calculate how many years you have slept during this your age. Now look at this picture. In this picture, you can see that it is this woman is this woman is selling vegetables, and here you can see that there are the items. Tomato is 12 rupees per kg, potato 10 rupees, onion 16, carrot 18, and gourd 8. So look at the yellow price list. How much does 2 kg of tomato cost? Cost of 1 kg tomato is equal to rupees 12. So cost of 2 kg tomatoes is equal to rupees 2 into 12. So rupees 24 is the cost of 2 kg tomatoes. How much does half kg of tomato cost? Cost of 1 kg tomato is rupees 12, and cost of half kg tomato is rupees 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. Now the next question is, Kiran wants 2.5 kg of tomato. How much will it cost? Cost of 1 kg tomato is rupees 12. So the cost of 2.5 kg tomatoes, so 2 kg, that means here we have to write rupees 12 plus rupees 12 for the 2 times. And the rate of half kg tomato is 6. So 12 plus 12 plus 6 is rupees 30. How much does 2.5 kg potato cost? Cost of 1 kg potato is rupees 10. Cost of half kg potato is rupees 10 divided by 2 is equal to rupees 5. So cost of 2.5 kg potato is equal to 10 plus 10 plus 5 is equal to rupees 25. What is the price of 1 kg of carrot? Cost of 1 kg carrot is rupees 18. So the 1/4 kg carrot, here we have to divide this 18 by 4. So here we will get rupees 4 rupees 50 paise. So cost of 1 kg carrot is rupees 18 plus 4 rupees 50 paise. So total is the rupees 22 and paise 50. He bought a gourd of weight 4 and 3 upon 4 kg, and it cost of 1 kg gourd is rupees 8, and the cost of 3/4 kg gourd is rupees 6. So how we can find out the cost of 4 and 3/4 part a kg of gourd? Now look at here, there is a 4 kg. So here we will multiply 8 by 4, and the cost of 3/4 kg gourd is 6 rupees. So 8 fours are 32 and rupees 6. So here, dear student, how we can find out the cost of 3/4 kg gourd? So we have to here multiply this 8 by 3 upon 4. So 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So here by cancelling this 4 and 8, here we get 2, and that 2 and 3, if while multiplying we get 6. As like this, we can find out the 3/4 kg cost of 3/4 kg gourd. So 32 plus 6 is equal to rupees 38. Look at the shopping list of in Kirti's hand, and how much will she have? Cost of 1 kg potato is rupees 10. So now cost of 1/4 kg potato is rupees 10 divided by 4. So, rupees 10 upon 4. So cost of 1/4 kg potato is Rupees 10 into 2 plus rupees 10 upon 4. So 10 to the 20 plus 10 upon 4, that is 5 upon 2. So by equalizing the denominator place, here we will get 40 plus 5 upon 2. And the rupees is 22 upon 2. So 20 rupees 22 and paise 50. So here rupees 22 and a half. Make a bill of your own for vegetables you want to buy and find the total money you will have to pay. As like that, dear students, you have to do your all the activities. Till then, have a good day.